Right, Shaun, Katie, Shaun. So we're a bit late on this one, but we've had some technical issues. My computer's been a bit, stupid. Have you seen all the Conjuring universe? Now answer correctly, the people will know. Okay, so name all the Conjuring films.
Conjuring 1. Conjuring 2. Conjuring 3. But it's the devil made me do it.
It's Conjuring 3.
I saw The Nun, the first one in the cinema with my friends. There's Annabelle.
Yeah.
Annabelle Creations. Annabelle Comes Home.
One more?
One more?
As far as I can think of, I'm sure there's only 8. No?
What's the other one?
I haven't seen them all.
What is it though? I might just
The Curse of La Llorona.
I haven't seen that one.
It's not very good. Actually, it's decent.
See, I was honest.
So I went through and I watched all of them recently, right? Because I've been off this week. I've been on the sick. I haven't been shoulder being made out of ham sandwiches. And we missed this. And I thought we'll react because it's out now. It's already out. Came out a few days ago, 5 days ago, I think. So it came out 5 days ago, as far as I know. Well, that'll be 6 days when this video comes on. But I thought I have to decide whether or not I'm going to go and see this.
Yeah.
Or wait, because we might react to it on the channel. People might want that. Because I will have it said publicly that I think The Conjuring has been the best horror franchise that's happened recently. In the last 20 years or so, I think it's. People might say The Insidious, maybe. But people might say Saw. But for me, The Conjuring universe is.
Yeah, I mean, I was scared for all of them, except for The Nun, which is weird because I went to the cinema to see that.
I actually find The Nun quite scary.
I find The Nun scary.
No, I found that film scary.
Did you? Maybe it was just because I was trying to act brave in front of my friends, but I didn't jump.
Yeah. Were you sitting
that
there
much. Yeah, I was kind of like, oh god.
Yeah.
And then I was like, oh, she looks a bit creepy there. And when the head starts snapping around, I was like,
yeah.
But yeah, not as scary as like when the first time I watched the first Conjuring film, I was like
The first
terrified.
Conjuring film.
Yeah.
The first one.
The first Conjuring film.
Yeah.
Terrified us?
It is.
Aye.
See, I didn't think the first one was that scary.
Oh, I found the first one scary. The second one.
The Witch.
Yeah.
The only bit in the.
I mean, I was younger when I watched that one. Then I watched the second one when I was a bit
true.
older.
That's true.
So
I made you watch the second one, didn't I?
Yeah.
I made you and my mum and Nicole
Oh, that was
watch it.
terrifying because the old man walking up the stairs, they creep us out.
Yeah.
So now anytime I'm like home alone, I'm like thinking I can hear someone come up the stairs.
Yeah, but we don't have any old people living. Well, apart from our parents, but don't tell them I said that. It's not like it's any video proof. Yeah, so we're going to watch this, see what we think. And then there's going to be another video out later on in the week that we're going to react to and talk about a little bit. So yeah, let's watch.
Something wrong with the school.
It's that guy, isn't it? Is it that guy? Oh yeah. What's his name? Frenchie.
Yeah, it was something.
I watched this the other day, so I know the answers to all my questions.
What happened?
Oh, it's her.
I think there's something here. It's not meant to be.
Oh.
Oh, she's gonna go in that, isn't she?
Yeah.
Why with the sheer curtains?
A nun.
I saw a nun.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Idiot. Idiot.
Oh my. Yeah. September 8th, yeah. It was only a few days ago.
Back for me.
This demon was once an angel. Rejected by God. Stripped of power.
Oh no.
It wants that power back.
Oh.
It's okay to be scared. I'm scared too.
You send that thing
gonna look like a nun by the end of it.
That would be radical. Oh, it does as well.
It's behind her.
That's gonna jump. What's standing there?
Looking at her.
Oh, I love that, you know. Oh, I love it. Oh, did you see that? Oh, I'm not even going to be able to... Look!
I don't like it.
I
really
love
don't
that.
like it.
Oh, do you know what? Part of the reason to start off with...
I really don't like that.
Part of the reason that I started off by saying that the Conjuring is so great, like the Conjuring universe is so great, is partly because of the nun. I think she might be one of the scariest things that I've ever seen in my entire life.
Like, she doesn't talk,
No.
but that just adds to it.
But she's scarier when she's not, like, growling.
And she just stood there.
Yeah, when she's just
Like in the in this with her in the second one with her daughter, when she's kind of having that kind of vision, isn't she? And her daughter walks up and she's like, "Oh, what's going on?" And then just looks down the corridor and she's just stood there.
No, because she goes, "Mum, who's that?" And it just cuts to her and she's just standing there.
And
If
then
that
she
was
just
me, I'd be like...
walks away, and that was terrifying.
If that was me and my daughter, I would genuinely be going, "Right, okay, you're on your own. See you later." Nope, that's enough for me. I don't even know what else to say. Fun fact: last Halloween, I went out for a fancy dress party, dressed as the nun, didn't I?
Yeah.
And I looked great, didn't I?
Oh, sticking.
Didn't I look great? I looked great, didn't I?
I helped.
You did. You did my makeup for me,
I did
didn't
your
you?
makeup.
You did like the sort of...
I was impressed with myself.
Yeah, you did the white because you made my face obviously really white.
Yeah.
Because it has to be ghostly white.
Yeah.
We also put little...
I did the little lines.
Is they contour lines? Is that what they are? I shaved my beard and everything. That's how committed I was.
Yeah, it was like the line, like the wrinkles.
Do you know what the weirdest thing about that was? Someone said they fancied me when I was dressed up as the nun. That's
Receive help, that person.
psychologically that's a bit worrying, isn't it?
Yeah, it's
I think the nun is the best thing that the Conjuring universe has ever made. Not the film. The bad guy. I think she's the best.
It is just. I think though that it kind of came from the second movie, didn't it?
Yeah.
Where like.
Well, she's the main bad guy in the second movie.
Yeah, but it's like you don't really know that she's the main bad guy, though, do you?
No.
Not until later on, but it's like it's just the whole thing with the old man.
Yeah.
Where you finally find out that she's using the old man, and that was terrifying. When she like grabs him. Like,
Yeah. Every in the second Conjuring film, every scene the nun's in is a scary scene. Because there's the bit where she's in the room by herself and she turns around and she looks at the painting, like the painting, and then like she turns the lights off, turns back on, she turns the lights off, and it looks like the eyes are lighting up when she turns the lights off, and then there's the bit where the shadow walks across the wall, and then she gets to it and she's just little hands. I love it. I absolutely love.
They like
Conjuring
that though.
films.
Don't think it looks like they're gonna do it a lot in this one. Is like the image of her, and then she comes into the image.
Yeah, I think that's the best way to do it. And things like, it's so weird because obviously I'm 26. Horror films shouldn't impact me as much as they do now, right? But when I first watched The Conjuring 2, obviously I wasn't 26 then, but I would walk past shadows and just be like, okay.
It's not even just that though, but in your bedroom, you're like the covers are up here, and you see like a car will drive past, and like their lights or like create a shadow, and you're like looking at it, you're like,
Yeah.
You're like just watching it, like, is that the nun?
So if we try and talk, I mean, we should probably try and talk a little bit about the story.
Idiot.
I know.
If that was me, right, I deserve to die.
See, she ain't got hands like the nun. That's someone else. That's a different nun.
That's a man.
That's probably one of those.
Is that the man? Who was the one that helped her?
Frenchie.
No, the other one.
The priest.
Yeah.
I can't remember his name.
I wonder if he's going to be in this.
Father something. I assume. It'll be one of these. But apparently, as far as I know, they're doing this film, and then supposedly next year The Conjuring 4 is happening. With obviously Ed and Lorraine Warren coming back. Very familiar. Do you know who she is, by the way? Her, the main character.
I recognise her from something.
She's Vera Farmiga's daughter. Lorraine Warren, her daughter.
She looks like I thought.
I think it's her daughter or it's her sister. I think it's her daughter.
It does look like when I first watched The Nun, I was like, oh, is she meant to be related to her? That's what I assumed they were going for, and maybe they will kind of link to it, but
Talissa, the younger sister. She's her younger sister. Talissa
I have seen her in something else. I can't remember what though.
The Nun.
No, in something else.
Yeah, so as far as I know, they're doing this, and then the next film is The Conjuring 4, which apparently, according to James Wan, is going to tie up the Conjuring universe. It's going to be the end.
It.
They'll probably do spin-offs, but it'll not be... Because James Wan doesn't direct these. He directs the Conjuring films.
Yeah.
I don't even think he directed the third one. I think he definitely directed the first two. I don't think he'd done the third one. But I think he's doing the fourth one, and he said that'll be the end of...
Of Ed and Lorraine.
Ed and Lorraine, yeah. Which is a shame, because those two are awesome.
The third one, weren't they? They did
Yeah.
wear
Yeah. Ed has a heart attack, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Well, he has a heart attack caused by a possessed little demon child. Yeah. So, I don't know, because essentially, even with this, it's setting up... It's Valak, by the way. That's
I know. I know it's Valak.
That's her name.
That's the reveal in the second.
Yeah, that's her name.
Movie.
They've essentially set her up as the main bad guy because she's mentioned in almost every film. Like the exorcism of Frenchie, who's the guy that helps her. He's the one that looks at Lorraine and sees where she sees the vision of Ed dying because of Valak. And then she's mentioned in one of the Annabelle films. I think it's Annabelle Creation, where they're in the dollhouse, and they see a picture of the nurse, of the nuns, and the nun that's there goes, "Oh, I met these people up in Romania, and we were very nice." And then the guy goes, "So who's this one?" And you see her standing in the shadow, but you see her eyes, you don't see anything else. So my question is, are they going to make her the main bad? Because she's dead, isn't she? In modern, well, not in modern, but like in Conjuring. Didn't she die at the end of the second one?
It made it seem like it, yeah. Because Lorraine kind of uses its name against it.
Yeah, she
but
banished
they also used holy water. Not holy water. It was the blood of Christ they used against it, wasn't it? To supposedly kill it, but then obviously it was in the Frenchies.
They trapped it, but didn't they say there's a certain thing? Is there not a certain amount of time where it comes out? And it requires a soul, doesn't it?
I can't fully remember.
I can't either, and I watched it the other day.
I wonder if she's going to be in the next Conjuring film. If it is going to be about...
Well, if it's time after the second one. The second one's something like 1957. I think the latest Conjuring film was something like 1978, so it wouldn't be out of the realms of possibility.
Well, I mean, we know the timelines cross because Ed and Lorraine are the ones that do the exorcism of
Frenchie. Yeah.
So...
yeah, it'll be interesting to see, I think.
Because she's is she the same as Lorraine?
She has visions, doesn't she?
She's a bit similar to Lorraine.
It'd be really weird if she ended up being like...
long lost sister.
Yeah, like a
something.
Mother. That doesn't really add up, because Lorraine's not 20. Even if this was still in the 50s, Lorraine's not 20 in the two Conjuring films.
No, I doubt it'd be that. It might just be like related or
long
something.
lost sister. That would be weird.
I feel
I'm excited. I think it'll be good because there's some of the Conjuring universe films are getting very bad reviews, but I still think they're scary. Because there's certain horror films where you'll sit and you'll go, "Oh well."
I think, to be honest, I don't think the reviews have ever been that. It's not scary. It's more of just that they didn't the story. But even then, like,
I think
the story's never really been bad, has it?
the first two Conjuring films got really good reviews.
Yeah.
I think they got really, really good reviews. I think the third one did okay. Wasn't like as good as the first two. The Nun didn't get very good reviews. I think Annabelle, the first Annabelle, where it's the
Creation.
No, that's not the first one. The first one's just Annabelle, where it's about the pregnant wifey and her husband. That's the first one.
Yeah.
I think that one didn't do very well, but the second one, which is Creation, did do well. I think it got similar to the third Conjuring.
That's with the last that
She's got
she can't
polio.
walk, yeah.
Because the last that can't walk ends up being the lass who breaks into the couple's house in the first one with her boyfriend, and her boyfriend's the one that stabs the pregnant wifey, because she's the daughter of the parents of the.
Yeah, it's all.
She got adopted, didn't she?
Yeah.
I like that though. I like that it's all connected.
They all are kind of connected in a way, aren't they? It's really good in that way.
Well, the linchpin's Ed and Lorraine Warren, isn't it? So it'll be interesting. Like that's what connects them all is Ed and Lorraine Warren, isn't it? It'd be interesting to see where it goes after this, and where it goes after Ed and Lorraine Warren. Because I really like them. I think they're brilliant together. Patrick Wilson and Vera Farmiga, they're really good, aren't they?
Yeah, they're very good chemistry, don't they?
It's a shame.
I mean, because they must have done a lot of like cases and stuff.
Oh, they've done loads.
Maybe they'll go back and do them like in the younger.
I think the most famous ones are obviously I don't know how you say it. It's Einfeld Haunting, whatever it's called, which is the
first one.
The second one.
Second one?
Second one's the Einfeld Haunting, yeah. One in England, one in London, yeah. Then there's obviously the one from the first one, which is what's it called? It's something like the I don't know if it's Amityville, or that's the one that they're referencing in the second one. You know, when at the beginning where she sort of she has like a seance type thing, and she's going through the guy who kills his family, and then she sees a vision of Ed dying. That's the Amityville one. That was a really famous one. I'm sure it's the Amityville. I might be getting that mixed up. And then there's obviously the third one, which is the one where they got people to use possession as a defence. So it'll be interesting which case to go with next.
I'm not really familiar with any of the cases, to be honest.
It's really interesting, actually. You can see all the pictures and everything.
Yeah.
Of the cases.
I knew of the one from the second one.
Yeah.
Because that was kind of like really famous in this country, wasn't it? Like, especially the image of like her like hovering above the bed.
Mm-hmm. If she was hovering.
Well, that photo of what
depending on whether you believe such things.
It looked like she was, you know.
Yeah.
That's what they were claiming, but yeah. But I'm not really familiar on any of the other ones, so it'll be interesting.
Yeah. So yeah, I suppose we'll leave it there. Can't really react other than this is going to be uber creepy. I don't know who I'm going to go dressed as Halloween this year. I can't be the nun again. I can't pull that off because I was sweating like a troll underneath that, whatever it's called, a cos or whatever it is. I don't know what the name is of what they wear, but it's an absolute nightmare. Worst thing about that is that you put all that effort in
to
make me look that great, and then someone else turned out with just a mask on. I'm like, oh man, dedicate yourself.
Well, you had the mask, and we were like, that's a bit of a cop out.
Yeah, it's not very good.
But also, just like going out with a mask on isn't great, is it? So like,
no.
Yeah, and you looked awesome, and I was proud of myself.
We did. You did really well. So yeah, let us know what you think if you're going to go and see it. Would you like to see us react to it when it's in, like, I don't know if it's a month or 2 months, the average duration in a cinema now. Let us know if you'd like us to react to it, because you will get reactions out of that one.
Well, you're guaranteed to get a reaction at me, because even just looking at that like creeps me out.
It's the eyes, isn't it? I love
my
the
eyes twitching. I'm getting that like tense looking at it.
You know what? The wifey that plays her as well, she seems so lovely as well.
She probably is a really lovely lady. That makes it worse.
You see her on the red carpet and she's like, I really try my best to talk to everybody, you know. She's got such a lovely voice. You see her.
It's always the nicest people that play the worst characters. It's really like annoying.
Yeah, let us know what you think. Like the video, subscribe, ding the bell to be notified when we upload. We try to upload every day. Anything else you want to say?
It must be so fun playing a character like the nun.
Oh yeah.
She doesn't have to talk. She just kind of like just stands there and just stares and occasionally growls. You know what I mean?
Mm.
Just scares like people and children all the time.
I honestly felt amazing just dressed up as her.
Did you just like hide in the shadows?
Wait, do you not remember the picture? Do you remember the picture we took? And I was like, right, we'll send this to Nicole and Stephen so Harry and Noah can see it.
Oh God, yeah.
Terrify them. Oh no, Noah wasn't born at that point, was he? Was he?
Yeah.
Yeah, he was. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because this year is his second birthday, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, so he was. And I was just stood
in the corner of the room.
Yeah, I
You
feel
had
awesome.
contacts on as well, didn't you?
With the yellow contacts
Yeah.
on. I wanted to get the glow ones, the glowing ones, but apparently they couldn't get shipped to me. And apparently they're really bad for the glowy ones.
I imagine so, yeah.
But yeah, thank you for watching.
My eye is seriously touching. It's been doing it all day. I think it's the stress.
I need to know.